What could be in this bag? There's so much stuff in it. What could be in it? Well, here, let's take a look. What the heck is this stuff? Oh, never mind, sorry. This is, all my Japanese food toys and cool stuff like this. Whole bunch of stuff. Well, in this video, I'll be showing you what kind of stuff have I collected over the years with these Japanese food toys. The best way to show this would be to put this on a plate that looks like pizza. Okay? You know what? Forget about the pizza. I can just use the table because it's too bright in here. But, so I've been collecting these for quite a long time, for about 10 years now. And yeah, there's just so much cool stuff. It's not just the plastic food toys, but there's also like the cool erasers and like the furniture. I love how Japan has so much variety when it comes to this. So I decided not to delve right into the really small food toys, but I would go into more like, you know, the eraser stuff. Well, this is some of the random stuff that is with the food toys that I have. You know, I decided to put them all together because they all have some relation to food. But, yeah, so I'll start over here with this cupcake. This cupcake isn't like, yeah, this was actually made by my sister for my birthday a couple years ago. Same with, this little turkey right here. And, this pumpkin pie. I guess it's made out of ceramics. This was actually, painted from, sort of craft shop. And also over here I have some little plates. These are actually really cool because they're made out of metal, which is a little bit different than the plastic ones that I have. And so I have all these little utensils and cool stuff like that. Also some pieces of bread. This is so cool. This was actually from a craft store. I'm surprised this was like for like dollhouse stuff. But yeah, I was surprised to see some small food toys for actually American stuff. And then over here we have the erasers. These are all like you could use for erasers instead. These ones I wanted to keep instead of just using them. I have like a separate bag full of the ones that I plan on using. I think they're really, you know, cool looking. This one actually got in 5th grade. And the rest of these are, you know, like milk and juice and some sort of energy drink right here. But these are like Japanese style. This one isn't, I don't think it's Japanese style. But then over here we also have some desserts, you know, ice cream. Love the colors. And I love the swirls on the ice cream cones. Some traditional Japanese mochi. Or omochi. And then some, looks like French pastry, you know, like with the cream in the middle. And also, this is a very kind of traditional Japanese dessert. Bean paste in the middle. Of course, I opened this up before and there's no bean paste in there. And then there's also some more omochi wrapped up in these leaves and a nice little cake. So that's the dessert side right here. Some utensils, you know, like a lunch tray and some drinks. You know, they actually have a whole bunch of these at the store still. I think they're getting pretty popular. Like, I went to this dollar store the other day, had a whole bunch of this stuff. And then over here we have the meals. We have some lobster. To the side, you got some corn and green beans. That actually looks pretty good. Never actually really had. Actually, I've had lobster before, but. And then we have some obento here. We have umeboshi with some rice, a little sausage cooked on the side with some spaghetti. You know, I actually really like obento. And whenever we go to the Japanese supermarket, it's always nice to get obento because there's just so much good food in there. Fills you up and all that. Okay, also we have some soup. Looks like a little squid thing. There's also supposed to be a gray part right there, but it's somewhere in the food pile. And then there's also some ramen with a little bit of teriyaki fried to the side and some stuff. And then we have a little bit of instant ramen. You actually open it up. Open it up, it has a little ramen in there. Yeah, so this is the erasers and the random food toys. Hey viewers, phew, that took a very long time to assemble. What I was doing was, since it was just a humongous pile, I thought it would only take me a little bit of time. I think it probably took me like almost an hour just to complete this. Well, so what I did was I kind of organized all the food that I had into the kits. So each kit came with its own kind of like theme, mystery theme, so it was always fun to look in the boxes to see what you got. So usually there was like maybe 8, 9, 10 selections that you could get, but I always liked these food toys the best. I started collecting them when I was like in elementary school, and I haven't bought any new ones recently because I haven't really been able to find them in the stores. There's so many. I mean, you have like steak right here. You have some, I think it's okonomiyaki. But yeah, I just kind of wish that as a kid I didn't mess around with the toys so much, because it kind of messed it up. Because this is actually supposed to be a collector's set, as the box says, and I just used them as toys. Because you got all, I mean, you have, look at that, you have all these drinks here. You know, milk, soda cans, green tea, and of course, you know, the beverages. You have like fancy food sets right here. You also have like school lunch. You have like bread toaster. This whole machine right here. I mean, it's so detailed. Everything, every one of these sets is so detailed from every single angle. You have like, you know, all American food right there. You know, see, I'm kind of missing some stuff, but that's like lobster, you know, spaghetti, curry right here, and some like cat and dog themed ones. Nowadays, I mean, these sets come with like, you know, really branded now. I personally like when the sets were just like food itself. You know, you have like pizza right here, even the slices come off. And also like some udon or ramen noodles, pizza. I mean, it's definitely not American pizza right here. I mean, you have salmon and asparagus, which is totally different. And deviled eggs and black olives. That's weird. Margherita pizza though, that's good. And then you have like a whole bunch of ice cream. Yeah, from my angle, I mean, they're amazingly detailed. I mean, the fruit and man, it looks delicious. You know, you just almost want to eat it. Of course, it's just plastic. And then, of course, you have, you know, the oyaku donburi, the tempura. Oh, what I said earlier about teriyaki up there, that was tempura, actually. And then you have, like, oh, man, you have, like, the egg running down, the yolk in the middle, and then, not my favorite beans, but then it looks like sashimi on the side. That's really good right there. And then you have, like, a set where it's, like, kind of like fruit set. And then airline food. I mean, that actually looks like good airline food. I know people like to joke around about it. You got, like, you know, cake with whipped cream on the side, bagels. Of course, you know, it's supposed to be coffee, but there's not actually coffee in there. Steak, you know, all the fixings on there. I mean, that would look good. I mean, I would love to carry that on the plane. And then, of course, you have a birthday set. Birthday set used to come with a whole bunch of stuff. I mean, I think this used to be part of the birthday set. I'm not really sure what this is. Some of the stuff, as I said, the earlier the sets are, the harder it is to find the pieces to, because when I was little, you know, the stuff was so small, I used to lose it all the time, and it was just, I wish I, like, you know, had been able to keep it, you know. Of course, you have, like, this super fast food restaurant right here, pancakes. Oh, this looks really good. You know, cheese, or maybe it's like egg or something like that, you know, like an egg McMuffin sandwich or something like that, or, you know. And then you have, like, office supplies. This one's a little bit, this set was kind of random compared with other sets, but it's kind of like office supplies, you know, glue, scissors, and then, a sort of, like, ruler. This guy was from, like, a French set or something like that. But he'll stay in this one. Since it's so mixed up, you know, I'm just gonna, like, I think now I'm gonna finally display it. I don't know if I'll really have time, or, I mean, room in my room to display this, but hopefully I will. And then just some random, like, you know, extra stuff. This used to be part of sets, or I can't remember where it's part of, or something like that. And then you have a cash register, and then little nightstands, and you have you know, some utensils. Oh, this is actually cool. This is a whole kit from that costs like $20. It's kind of funny. Back then, I used to spend $20 on a little kitchen set. $20 on this. Crazy. Of course, it's seen some wear and tear. I mean, it's fully functional. Basically, you can open things up. I thought, when I was little, I thought this stuff was so cool, you know. And this is just, like, the stuff that's been, like, this really early stuff that, you know, I had, and then it kind of got mixed up. But, you know, you have, like, oysters, and looks like some fried chicken. some eggs. This is like some like Japanese food right here. Sandwiches. Oh man, these are actually good. You can find these at like the Japanese food store. It's like almost looks like a hot dog, but it's like bread with sausage in the middle. You know, some ramen right here. A lot of, you know, sushi and rice, obento, quiche, osembe. Also, last but not least, we also have some dessert. You know, you got some. This used to actually be in like plastic wrapping because it was part of like a grocery kit. But yeah, you got watermelon and like detail. You got all these seeds in there. You got some oranges, probably some dried oranges right here. Some ice cream. Flan, and then these little chocolate things, and then some kind of like baked goods right there. This is just such an awesome set. From the racers to just even American stuff. There's like American Dollhouse stuff to just all this food stuff. I think I'm gonna like build a whole little set. I might have some room, not much room in my room, but like once I have a house, I'll want to display this like perfectly, you know. And then not only that, but the old place I used to go to, I had like these cool furniture stuff. This is, I mean, really cool rice paper. But of course, as a child, you know, as a kid, used to mess around with it, and you know, now I see like this stuff is really cool. And dresser sets, I mean, it's made out of real wood, you know. This is just so cool. I mean, all this stuff. I really like this. And then this has got to be like one of the something fell over there. One of the last sets that I actually got. It's like a dining set. Before for a while they were having these toys, but then they all of a sudden gradually disappeared. They did less and less, but you can still find them in Japan, I think. But it's just so cool. So this was my food set, Japanese stuff. Check out my new videos coming up. I might do some more collection videos because actually I have a lot of collections, like business cards I collect. I collect cards. I collect a lot of stuff, you know, keychains and, you know, little figurines. I think this stuff is really cool. Well, check out my channel, my other videos, like my videos, comment, check out the discussion section, check out my Facebook page, check out my Google+, check out all that stuff. And I hope you enjoyed this video. Hope you learned a little bit about Japanese food and toys, and see you guys next time. This is Random Stuff with Alex Hughes, signing off.